Hey everybody, John C.
Denise Richards and the lovely Lulu.
We're laughing today, and Denise is out of sorts because she was headed out the door, and I just noticed I forgot to hit record. So this is take two. We've only been doing this now for a year, and
over a year, and we have never done take two ever.
So here's our take two today. So we literally just recorded this episode for ourselves. It was a practice. So you know what that means? Take two is going to just be phenomenal.
That much better.
That much better. And we'll probably fly through it pretty quick as well, too, because we know exactly what to say, and I just hit the table to make it move. Hey, what's today?
Today is National BFF Day. Yep, that's right. Your best friend forever day. Time to cherish and honor her or him.
Yeah, I got a BFF. It's Angie. Who's your BFF?
My BFF, my OG BFF from when we were 12 years old is Tina. And my BFF from adult is Haiti. And I get to see both of them in the next 2 months. I'm so excited.
I still can't get over it. I didn't hit record. Shout out to Tina and Haiti. I'm a little discombobulated here right now. Tina and Haiti, thank you for watching our videos, by the way, and subscribing. Hopefully they're subscribers to this.
I'm pretty sure that they are, but if they're not, Lulu will whip them right into shape.
Get them, Lulu. Happy BFF Friend Day to you guys. And it's also Thomas Paine Day, which is pretty cool. He wrote some good books. He wrote one called Common Sense. I feel like our country doesn't really have common sense right now for the most part, so it'd probably be good for people to read that, especially if you're in government or like politics.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think everybody's so angry they've kind of let the common sense fly out the window.
Yeah, sad. It
is. But he wrote that great book, and he also signed the Declaration of Independence.
Thank you, Thomas, for doing that.
Yes.
Appreciate you doing that. That was back in the late 1700s, and we are thankful for cool people like Thomas Paine.
For sure.
If you didn't catch last week's video, it was my number 2 favorite video of all times. Denise and I spoke about condos, specifically the condo that collapsed over on the East Coast.
Yeah, the Sunrise, Florida condo collapse changed the industry in terms of lending, in terms of buying. It's a great episode. If you're thinking about buying a condo or you own a condo, I recommend that you go to last week's show and take a peek. It's pretty informative, and it's not all bad news, I promise.
Not all bad news, because condos are still selling here in Southwest Florida. People are still snatching them up. They're fun to have. Watch that video. We'd appreciate that. Let's jump into today's article. It's a really good article today. It's something that Angie and I were a part of years ago. I was thinking earlier, our first home that we bought in Springfield, Missouri back in 2002, I think it was a small little 2-bedroom, 1-bath home. We paid $62,500 for it. We got an FHA loan. So today we're going to talk about the 5 myths
of FHA
loans.
I love that. Bring it on, John. What do you have? What's your first myth?
First of all, the first myth is, what's a FHA?
That's a good question. FHA is the Federal Housing Administration, and they are governed by the Housing Urban Development of the federal government. So an FHA home loan has typically been thought of as a loan for somebody maybe with less than perfect credit or maybe some other layers of risk that a conventional mortgage wouldn't allow for. Yeah. But there are also other reasons why you might want an FHA mortgage over a conventional mortgage, and that is because of the mortgage insurance factor. FHA's has just been reduced. It's a lot lower. So depending on some different factors, you just want to make sure that you're informed before you make a choice. Now, what's the first myth that you've got there for us, John?
Number 1 myth. You really want us to move through this. Okay, first myth, FHA loans are only for first-time home buyers.
That is a big, fat falsehood.
So if it's your second loan, third, fourth, fifth house, whatever, it doesn't matter. You can get an FHA loan as your product. Number 2, you can't get an FHA loan if you have student loans.
Another falsehood.
Okay, so a lot of Americans have student loans.
Sadly, they do, but they can still get an FHA mortgage.
Can still get it. Mm-hmm. That's exciting. Number 3, if you make a 20% down payment, you don't need FHA mortgage insurance.
Another falsehood. 2016, FHA changed the requirement, and they do require mortgage insurance on all their mortgages regardless of down payment.
Interesting.
And it's permanent.
Forever.
Ever.
Wow. Number 4, there are income limits to FHA loans.
Another falsehood.
So if you make a lot of money, you can still get an FHA loan.
You sure can.
Good for you.
Yeah,
That's it? You don't want to say anything on
that?
Well,
I was going to say, even if Lulu was making $1 billion a year, she could potentially qualify for an FHA mortgage.
Good for you, Lulu. I wonder if there's a myth on here about dog getting loans. Number 5, FHA loans are only for single-family homes. That's interesting.
That's another falsehood, and I think it's a missed opportunity for a lot of first-time home buyers especially. Think about it. If you could buy a home that had 3 other units attached to it, and you bought a fourplex, and you could qualify for that rather than just the single-family residence, my gosh, you're already building your real estate portfolio.
You're already building it. Somebody else is paying for your FHA loan probably because you got tenants in there. Great idea. Yeah. So a duplex, fourplex, whatever you get. Also in this piece here is the fact that you can use an FHA loan for trailers.
Absolutely.
Tell everybody about manufactured homes. You're the manufactured.
I was actually considered the trailer queen at one time. I have a large
for loan reasons or for other reasons?
For mortgage reasons, John C. Mortgage reasons. Good. So I have a lot of folks out in Inglewood. There are a lot of manufactured home communities out there. Also South Fort Myers. And yes, you can get an FHA mortgage on a manufactured home.
That's cool. You guys didn't know you were working with the trailer queen, did you?
Trailer queen. Yep. You can get a reverse mortgage on a manufactured home also.
Out of here. That's next episode.
That's also an FHA loan, by the way. Did you know that?
Did not know that. I'm glad we had to redo this video because you didn't say that in the last one.
Full of surprises.
Let's mess it up again and not record it, and let's do another one. It'll just be better and better. Hey, before we let everybody go, 2 more pieces we want to hit to today's video. CPI, that's coming out next week. Consumer pricing
index.
That's coming out next week. We'll keep you up to date on what that is going to be. We had a small increase.
We had a small increase for our April number that came out in May 10th. And we were excited about that number, thinking that the CPI was going to come down. Now, that CPI is our number that we look at for our rate of inflation. And where we didn't expect it to go up, it did go up 0.4%. Okay, but the important takeaway there is that that is the lowest it's gone up since April of 21.
Good. So we're starting to slow down, hike up.
We're going to see the improvement. I'm betting on June 13th the next CPI number is coming out, and I have a feeling we're going to see it actually go down, and the market's going to go bonkers, and the mortgage rates are going to come down, and it's going to be so exciting.
I didn't know you were a betting girl. Here we go. Over or under on Denise's CPI. Hey, let's connect them real quick with David Campbell. We met David Campbell just the other day, and David's a new member in our Grow Business Network team down in Naples. David offers commercial lending.
All things commercial lending, financing. He's going to be your go-to whether you're just getting started and you want to know what direction to go with any sort of commercial transaction.
Yeah.
What else does he do for us,
David, first of all, the name of his company he works with is Tier 1 Capital. And so from what I've heard so far, and reach out to David for more info, I heard it sounds like he gets people lending on commercial vehicles, things like that. But reach out to David. He's great for any business, small business, large business. He's the type of guy you would call if a bank has already turned you down.
Yeah, for sure.
Or if you want a second opinion. The bank's told you they can do it, but you want a second opinion on some type of rates as well, too. David, your guy. We're going to put his information below. And don't forget to like and subscribe to this video.
Please.
And I'm so glad I recorded it this time. I hope you have a wonderful week. We will talk to you again on June 15th, and we hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching All Things Home. Bye for now.
Bye.